Hey guys, how are you guys doing? So, I wanted to talk to you guys about certain things before I go. So, when you're embodying the state that you want, because I already spoke about the law of assumption, the law of assumption is assuming. So, when you assume, you're basically saying that you are, that's basically you embodying a state. But the embodiment of the state is totally different from law of assumption, because when you embody the state, you know what you want and you choose it. So let's just say you're watching TV and you don't like the programming. Just switch the channel and you'll get the programming that you want. That is the same thing as embodying the state. How do you embody the state? You find the state that you want to embody. Let's just say if you want to embody the state of someone who is super fluent in the language that you're learning, you're like, oh, I embody the state of someone who is above the average speaker of that language. And you will find less than a few hours or a few days, you will find probably resources pointing out to you. Your algorithm on your social media pages might change because you're embodying the state of someone who speaks the language. You might see some people posting who are speaking the language, or their caption is in the language that you're learning, because you had embodied the state of that person who is fluent, let's just say in French, Spanish, English, right? And so since you embody the state, you will become the person who is gravitating towards that culture of, because you're learning the language, right? So when you finish embodying that state of someone who is fluent in French, you will find people speaking French around you. You will find that your friends have someone who is French, who is from Paris and who probably lives in Paris, and all those things or will point you to what you are embodying, because you becoming the embodiment of it, right? You're tuning in to that vibration. You're like, oh, I want to embody the state of someone who is always happy. You're gonna find jokes on your social media pages. You're gonna find reels that are so funny that you're gonna share them with your friends, and you and your friends are gonna start laughing. You're gonna hear jokes probably in the workplace or at home, because you're embodying it. You're becoming the vibrational match towards that state, that everything else around you will be pertaining to that state that you are embodying. And how do I usually embody a state? I usually do the silence meditation. The silence meditation also helps me a lot. My coach has taught me that, because when you do the silence meditation, also Dr. Joe Spencer spoke about it, and also what I noticed is that my coach also implemented that I should do the silence meditation. He's really great, guys, the best. Also, I will leave his channel in the link below on my YouTube page. Also, guys, when you do the silence meditation, it's just to help you to be aware of your unconscious thoughts, and now you can be conscious of what you actually want, right? So the silence meditation can be up to 15 or 10 minutes. If you want it to be shorter, you can do 10-15 minutes a day, or 5 minutes a day. I usually do it 5 minutes a day, or 15 minutes or 20 minutes, depending on the timing and where I'm going and what I have planned for that day. So I try to be a little bit reasonable with my schedule and what I'm doing for that day. So I usually do it 20-30 minutes an hour. Sometimes I can do a whole hour. Like on my days off, I tend to do a whole hour. And after that, I'll meditate. I'll probably listen to Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations, or I'll get like a frequency meditation based on the state that I want to be in. If it's on gratitude, if it's on love, I put on those meditation musics and I listen to them, or the frequencies, and I listen to them, and then I just meditate. I don't even speak. I just do silence meditation with or without the music. But I start without the music first, and then I do the music. So meditation helps you to become familiar with the unknown. You become one with the unknown. So through meditation, you become aware of your thoughts. You become aware of what you want and what you don't want. And we spend 90% of the time focusing on what we don't want. Not because we want it, but we don't know how to get what we want, so we're focusing on what we don't want. So the best way to focus on what you want is to do the silence meditation. After you do the silence meditation, you realize what you want, you take that of what you want, and then you create a state that you want to be in. So basically you tune into the state that you want. You embody that state. You just embody. You embody the state of someone who's super athletic. You're always working out. You're always working out. You embody it. You don't force it. You don't force it, because if you force it, it's not gonna be. You're not gonna be consistent, because you're gonna stop doing it. You're gonna stop creating, because you're like, oh, I don't want to work out today. I don't want to go to the gym today, because you're not the true embodiment of what you really want. So the best way to do it is to let inspire action come, right? Me, if I want to embody the state of someone who always eats healthy, I'm not going to force myself to eat healthy. I'm going to let inspire action come. I'm going to let myself be led by inspire action. I'm not going to just, oh, I'm going to wake up and start eating healthy. No, I like to do everything with ease. So I like to let everything flow. So if I say I'm going to embody the state of someone who is super healthy, always eats right, I let everything come to me, because I'm already the vibration to attract that thing that I want. So I'm not going to force it. You can't force it, because the language of the universe is frequency. So if I'm not in the right frequency, I'm not going to obtain the embodiment of someone who is healthy. If I force it, maybe yes. But if I say that I'm embodying it, I can't force it. Nor can I go into my physical and look for it either. That's also forcing. So when you embody the state, you're going to find inspiring action. Inspiring actions will come in the most spontaneous ways. So do not force, just embody. And later on, I will make videos about what happens when you embody the state. And also Dr. Joe Dispenza also speaks about this too. If you guys want, you guys can check out his videos on YouTube, his blog. He's really amazing mystical teacher. And also we also have a lot of other mystical teachers, such as Neville Goddard. He also talk about feeling is the secret, because that's also the embodiment. When you embody something, you do get the feeling. You have the feeling of sadness. You have the embodiment of sadness. You have the embodiment of anger. You have the embodiment of stress. You have all these embodiments. You just have to pick and choose which one you want. If you choose happiness, you're gonna find things are gonna come to you. Funny videos are gonna come to your algorithm. People are gonna tell you funny jokes. You're gonna hear funny stories, because you are the embodiment of happiness. You are the embodiment of someone who wants to be happy. So you're gonna find stuff like that. Do not look for it. Just let it find you. You don't look for anything. The universe doesn't want you to look for anything. The universe wants you to embody the state that you want. So I will go more into details about that in my next video. I love you guys so much. Continue to embody the state of peace and love and joy. And if you guys ever need any more assistance, I do recommend Dr. Joseph Murphy, Neville Goddard, and also my best friend who does coaching, who is a great mystical teacher also, and he does help you guys to like transform your lives and do certain things. You guys can check out his page. I will also put all of those in the description below. There's a lot of other great mystical teachers out there, guys. They are so amazing. There are wonderful people, and they teach you the truth about being a mystic and how to manifest the reality that you want just by embodying that state that you really want. So you can't really go wrong with manifestation, because once you become the embodiment, that is the way of manifesting, because you become that vibration towards what you want. So guys, I love you guys so much, and you guys are gonna have an amazing day. I will not hope, I know that you guys are gonna have an amazing day, a day full of abundance, peace, and love. Bye.